Joy, founder and creator of One Centered Life, supporting you to connect to your center through your mind, body, and spirit. Thanks to Steel Smiling for asking me to come share this wonderful practice with you today. Many of us are aware of the positive benefits and impacts that exercise has on our mood and our ability to feel good about ourselves. Today, I'm excited to share with you this 12 posture practice that'll take less than 30 minutes to do. It's a dynamic sequence that helps to stretch and strengthen every muscle in your body, and you can do it at a moment's notice. It's an accessible practice with modifications included, as well as some elements of challenge. The beautiful thing about yoga is that it is no impact, so that you can do it without any damage to your ankles or knees. If at any point in this practice you feel that something is beyond your capability or too painful to proceed, please, by all means, sit that one out. That's okay. Take a child's pose and regroup. Jump right back in the next posture and continue the practice from there. Put on some comfy clothes, grab your mat, and let's get started. So we're going to start on our hands and knees in tabletop position. One thing you can do is if your knees bother you, you can always grab either a towel or a blanket or something that you can fold up to place under your knees, and we won't be here for very long. But this will help to soften the mat a bit so that you don't have as much pressure on your knees. So I'm going to place this here, and we're going to warm the spine up a little bit with a dynamic sequence in tabletop position. We're going to arch the spine and flex it in two different directions, but while we're in tabletop position, so it's one pose. So here we go. We're going to arch the belly down, look the head up to the sky. We're going to do that on an inhale breath. Then we'll arch the back to the sky, bring the chin toward the chest on an exhale. Inhale, look up, arch the belly down. Exhale, arch the spine to the sky, pull the chin to the chest, navel to the spine. Go ahead, flex your abs here. Inhale, arch the belly down, look up. Exhale, arch the spine. Inhale, 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 look up. Last round. Exhale, arch the spine. Good. Come back to neutral. That is our first posture in our dynamic warm up. Our next posture will be downward facing dog. Curl the toes under. Extend the hips to the sky. Bring the heels down toward the mat. And you can go ahead and walk your dog. So pedaling the heels left and right. I think I'm going to have to take these glasses off for a moment. So pedaling the heels left and right. Maybe turning the head left to right. Just getting the body warmed up. And I know that this posture can be a little uncomfortable if you're not used to being in it. So we'll make it quick. Let's bring the right heel down, stretching the calf muscle on the right side, just lengthening those muscles, stretching them out. Switch sides, left heel goes down, stretching the muscles out. Awesome. Now, we're going to step our right foot forward. In order to get it up there in one motion, we can do this. Extend the right leg to the sky. Step it up between the hands. If that's not accessible to you, you may stand up and then step the foot forward. Meet us here. And then you would stand up, walking forward, and then come down like so. So now that we have this really nice low lunge, let's shift the weight forward into the right foot so that we bring our hips down a little bit. And then we're going to bring the right hand on the instep of the right foot, extend the left arm high to the sky. So just bringing those hips down, nice straight lines here, pressing into that wrist, getting a little wrist stretching in there. Extend the left arm forward. Bring it back up. Left hand down to the mat. Let's take our right hand up so we can come back onto the toes in the left foot. Let's bring the right hand up, opening up the body to the right side of the body. And then stretch that right arm forward. It's tough, I know it's tough on me. Extend the right arm up. Let's bring the right arm back down to the mat. We're gonna take that right foot that is forward back to the left foot. So we're gonna step it back. I like to come down and then hop it up. All right, so now we're in plank. This is pose number 3, I think. So 3, so we're gonna hold this for 10, 9, bring the hips into one line, one nice straight line, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Push back. We're gonna find down dog again. Now, many yogis say down dog is a resting pose. Well, compared to that plank, this feels pretty much more relaxed. So now we're gonna go for the left side. We'll take the left leg, extend it to the sky. We're gonna step it through to our hands, and you have the option, if that was not accessible to you, when we're in our down dog, you could simply walk the feet forward and then take a step back with your right leg. All right, so now we're gonna get low in this lunge. I brought my hips down, my foot's off of the mat. I just need to scoot up a little. Let me scoot up a little. Doesn't really matter. All right, I'm gonna take my left hand, step it inside of my left foot, extend my right arm to the sky. Good, stretch it forward. Good, stretch it back up. Good, bring it back down to the mat. Twist on the opposite side. Bring the left arm to the sky. Good, stretch it forward. Good, bring it back up. Good, bring the arm back down. Awesome. We're gonna step. Let's bring the right knee down to the mat. All right, and we're gonna find equestrian pose. So that is simply bringing that back up, right? And then holding it here for a moment. You're getting a nice deep stretch in your upper thigh of the straightened leg. Awesome. Curl the toes under, lift the knee back up, step the left leg back to meet the right, and then we're in down dog. We'll walk the feet forward. We're gonna keep the right foot forward. We'll step the left leg back, lower the knee for equestrian on the right. How do we do that? We'll release the tops of the toes, place both hands on the mat, and then just bring the body upright. Just look up. Now you'll feel that nice stretch right here. All right, beautiful. Let's step the right leg back. And then we're gonna lower the hips down. Keep the hands and arms straight. Pull the shoulders down away from your ears. We'll find ourselves in extended cobra. This is posture number 6. So catch your breath here. This is a nice back bend. And now we're not doing as much of a strenuous hold. So here we'll catch our breath, but we are still using some muscles, which is awesome. Beautiful. Now we're gonna come into standing on our knees. So we'll just pinch the hips back. We'll stand on our knees. So come up, and we're gonna find another back bend. This one may be a little bit deeper, but it just depends on the variation that you take. So I'll start us off all by placing our hands on the small of our back with the fingertips pointed down. So we're using our hands to support our low back. We'll go ahead and push our chest forward, push our hips forward, take the gaze to the sky, pull our shoulders back, Lower the head down, drop it down, and breathe. So this might be fantastic, and this might be where you want to stay today. This is camel pose. You're good. You're good right here. If you want to go a little deeper, you begin to arch the hips a little more forward, arch the spine a little bit more, drop the hand down, reach for the heel, reach for the opposite heel, and come back forward with the pelvis. And just breathe. A little breathing is close. You gotta breathe. Bring the hands back to the small of the back. Support yourself as you come out. Ooh. Make sure you breathe. Don't want you getting dizzy on me. Then we're gonna come, I'm facing you now. I'm gonna just move this blanket out of the way. And we're gonna find bound angle pose. So let's place the soles of our feet together. We just did all those back bends. This is gonna be a forward bend. So it's gonna feel really good and neutralize the spine from what you may still be feeling from the last posture. So we'll bring the soles of the feet together. You can play around with your angle if you like. If it's really difficult to bring the heels closer to your butt, go ahead, extend them forward a little bit more, and you can grab onto maybe the knees, but then you want to straighten the spine, okay? Once you straighten the spine, you're going to fold the body in half. So with a straight back, you're just folding at the hips rather than rounding the back. So we'll keep the back straight. We're going to fold forward at the hips, and then maybe reach for the tops of the toes and hold on to our feet. I'm just gonna walk my feet in a little bit more. This is a little bit more comfortable for me, especially my feet were off the mat, so it was kind of hurting on the ground. I'm gonna go for my straight spine and then fold forward. Now your forward fold doesn't have to be super deep. It's just, to the degree where it feels okay in your body, and you'll feel probably a lot of strain on the inside of your legs at this point, especially if your feet are very close to your bum. Breathe into this posture here. Our breath is going to support us as we have that little bit of strain and that little bit of stretch on the inside of the thighs. This will help us to really take the focus and place it on the breath rather than the discomfort. Just hold this for a few moments. By the way, we're on posture 8, so only 4 more to go. Beautiful. All right, we'll release this posture, and then I'm going to turn a quarter turn to the side. You may as well, if you were facing the side of your mat, you might want to, it doesn't really matter, but I'm going to just line up with my mat. And we're gonna do this lovely ab posture, ab workout posture, boat pose, if you know it. Then maybe you dread it the same way I do. I don't really like this one, but it's really good for you. And I held it for 15 seconds a minute ago, so I'm gonna do that again here. So we'll start off, you can bring your hands underneath your knees, straighten your back. You can start to tip your weight back towards your back, and then we're going to lift the legs to the sky. Now you can stay here if this is enough of a stretch for you. Those of us who want to go on, we'll extend our arms forward, and this is where we really get the workout. So we'll hold this for 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, extend your legs all the way for full boat. I can't. 8, 7, straight back. 6, 5, 4, 3. You're probably quivering like me. 2, 1. Maybe you're not, but I am. Come back down. Good job. Take your hands. Press the fingertips. Tuck them in under your bum. Extend the legs nice and long. Lower down to your forearms for fish pose. Now this is going to feel really great, most likely, after doing that boat pose. This feels really good for me. So begin to catch your breath here. If you had any, maybe you're holding your breath because it's a difficult posture that happens sometimes. As much as you can, try not to do that. Try not to hold. But we're on posture number 10, so I don't think there's much more breath holding from here on out. So here we have the setup for fish pose. We're gonna just drop our heads back, let them hang heavy, and relax. It's a back bend, so see if you can actually arch your back a little forward. Cool. And then while we're here, let's take 3 lion's breath. We'll extend our tongues out of our mouth, reaching down towards our chin with our tongue, and then exhaling with a roar, like a hiss almost. So here we go. Inhale, exhale, lion's breath. 2 more like that. Inhale, exhale, lions. Good. Inhale, exhale, lion's breath. Beautiful. All right, bring the head back up and then slowly walk the rest of your back down to the mat. I'm gonna scoot down a little bit. All right, and then we're gonna have a flat back on the mat. And we're gonna go for reclined hand to big toe. Sounds silly. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna bend that right knee. We're gonna reach for our big toe. We'll take our peace sign fingers, slip them in between the big toe and then the second toe. And then we're gonna extend that right leg nice and long. If this is uncomfortable for you, if you can't get that leg straight, which is pretty uncomfortable for me, you can hang out with a slight bend in your knee, or you can place your hand on your calf or somewhere on your leg. Try and straighten that leg. Maybe you take both hands. Maybe you interlace the fingers around the calf muscle, and then you can get a straight leg. Feels really good. So we'll hold this for just a few moments, getting that nice hammy stretch in the back of your hamstring, back here. Isolating one at a time is really good because, each side of your body is a little different. Bend your knee, bring your foot back down. And so that way you can really get to develop that relationship with your body and know what feels good to each limb and know your sides, right? Know how each side is different. Bend the left leg, bend the left knee. Reach the peace sign fingers of the left hand to the left toe. Extend the leg nice and long. Make sure that head is lower down to the mat. So for this leg also, this one's a little bit worse for me. I can't straighten it. I don't think I straightened the other one all the way either. But so this is where I'm going with my peace sign fingers. The other option, of course, taking hands interlacing behind the calf, trying to straighten the leg to the maximum ability on this side. My leg's quivering a little. Awesome, let's bend that knee. Now let's take the right hand, place it on that left knee, extend the left arm out to the side. We're gonna let's guide this right knee down and over to let's guide this left knee down and over to the right side of the mat. You can keep hand on knee, or you can take both arms out to the sides, looking like a capital letter T. And take your gaze to the opposite side of the bent knee and look over your shoulder. Try to relax the legs. So maybe twisting the hips a little bit more in the direction of the bent knee might allow that bent knee to come a little closer to the floor with less strain. And then that way, of course, there is a deeper twist in the spine when you do that, but it allows that knee to sit comfortably, and you don't have to hold the left knee up, and it doesn't have to be floating in the air. So just try your best, see what you can do there. Go for what you know. So this spinal twist is so great for the low back if you have any back issues. These back bends and spinal twists, really excellent for your back. You might get up from here feeling just amazed and cured. So this is a great workout to do anytime. Do it over and over again to get that back relief. All right, let's take our right hand to the left knee. We'll guide it back up to center. Nice. And then we'll place that left foot back down to the floor. Adjust your hips. Go ahead and straighten the left leg. Bend the right knee. We'll take the left hand up to the right knee. Slowly, gently guide that right knee down to the mat. You'll see what I mean on this side because you can see my knee more in the camera. So I'm going to go ahead and twist my hips all the way until my knee can hit the ground, so that it's not like, if I kept my hips without twisting them, I might end up only right here, and that doesn't feel good. So we want to go ahead and roll the hips over so that that knee can rest on the ground. We'll take our arms in a capital letter T. Alternately, you could keep your left hand on your right knee, that's fine. I'm stretching both out to a T. Now I'm going to look over my right shoulder away from the bent knee. Look over towards my back. Get a nice spine twist here. Just hold it and breathe into your lungs, filling them up with air, stretching that rib cage out. Also, massaging those adrenals, the kidneys. All the twists are very detoxifying. Massaging your kidneys and your internal organs. So it's a beautiful thing here. Okay, let's take our left hand to the right knee. We'll guide that right knee back to center. Go ahead, place the left foot back down to the mat, or right foot. Extend both legs long. That was pose lucky pose number 12. This last, this actually is a posture, is called Shavasana, and it's also known as corpse pose. And so here we just lie for about at least 2 minutes and allow all the practice to integrate into our body. Kind of notice how the body might be feeling different now than the way it was in the beginning of class. Really allowing yourself to connect with your breath and your body and bringing your awareness down into your center. Checking in with yourself. Maybe asking yourself how you feel. Maybe asking yourself if there's anything else that you need. Listening for what your body tells you. You can stay here in Shavasana as long as you like, as long as it feels really wonderful to you. I'm going to rock up and close out the class. Absolutely feel free to pause this video if you want to stay a little longer in Shavasana. And then meet me back here once you're done. So again, my name is Amy Joy. This has been my pleasure leading you in this 12 pose practice. And you can find more information about me and the yoga, breathwork, meditation that I help people to find their center through mind, body, and spirit at my website, www.onecenteredlife.com. Until next time, the light in me bows to, honors, and respects the light in you. Namaste.